Hello people, welcome back to Contest of Speed. Today, we are today in Great Britain of EU1 tier today. And I am joined by no one. I am currently solo riding today. Currently by myself, but we got some a new face in today. Well, not really a new face. A comebacker, Aaron in the hasp. We've got two more joining in Wally. So get ready for that. But as we see, Aaron, who's starting well, who's actually coming out right now, to his first lap. But as let's say Britain, can come up with some difficult weathers, should I say? You know, be dry or wet. Right now, as you can see, it's kind of cloudy a bit. So but we never know what it could be in the race. Could be dry, wet. We don't know. But as we see here, we got a good track around here. It's a good track to race around. It's got some good racing, got some good corners, slow corners, quick fast corners, you know. But it's kind of a bit of fuel burner. But the softs and the mediums do well around here compared to the hards. You can do soft to mediums, medium to softs around here, and they'll do absolutely decent, and you can complete your strategy on those tires. But coming up to the final few corners now, you see Aaron warming up his tyres now, getting ready to start his lap. Let's go on board with him and let's see what he can do. What banker can he do to show what people that he is the one to watch today. Coming around the final chicane, you want to be careful. Low for grip. That sausage curve's quite deadly. Coming around, starting his lap now. Up to turn one. Flat out. Straight on, but you need to watch for those bumps on the outside. Up to turn two. Keep a nice and tight line. Up to village now. Keeps it nice and tight. Keeps that close in. Goes in. Then wide out. Back into the corner. Get the power down. And he's back onto the first DRS straight. Opens up DRS. This is the first attacking zone here in around Silverstone, or second if you would call it. Around to this left-hander now. This right-hander keep a nice tight line, wide entry out to get that grip. Coming down the old pit lane, should I say? This old pit lane used to be the old pit lane straight here. Coming up to Cop's corner now. The flat-out bit, the most famous corner I would say around Silverstone. Takes it wide and flat out through Cops now. Coming up to Maggots and Beckett's now. It's a nice tight line. You don't want to invalidate here. Keeps it nice and calm. Swinging the car around. Absolutely flying. And now back onto his second DRS straight now. What can he do on his final sector? This corner, quite a bit difficult. Want to keep the nice tight line. Get the power on super early. Now onto the final chicane. Want to be careful of that Sasha's curve down on the inside. Hits a nice wide out. Hits the traction on. Keeps it nice and cool with a 125.7. Absolutely smashing that time. Let's see what Hoffman-Dobak can do against Gomez's time. He's already in 125s. We had a 126.8 yesterday. And Hoffman-Dobak goes up to P2 now. Like that is clear up to P3. Looks like the Williams are doing the slipstream. Should I say idea? They always go for slipstreams on each other. Like going for Jones up to P3. Hako up to P5. I think Hako's now officially starting his lap. On board with a lanky one now, who is currently on a lap. He raced yesterday and got P2, which was rain, but looks like I think that's a Matty going round. I think that's his Hilly coming out Maggots and Beckett's, but lanky one losing the car round the final chicane. 127.5, beating two drivers so far. Looks like Hilly did lose it out of the Beckett's, I'm pretty sure. And I lost the car there. It comes into the pits. He's not happy. He's on board with Hako. Currently not on a lap. The toe to his teammate, where he invalidated on his lap and he's happy. I'm not sure what happened there. Let's go board with Malvin, who's starting the next lap around Silverstone. Looks like Gomez is already showing what he's got already. So yeah. He's looking very quick so far today. Alvin, let's see what he can do. He had a poor weekend last week in Mexico, but let's see if he can redeem himself. All grid today. Let's see what he can get in his tank. But actually, no, he's going wide to get that tire temps up, and we'll be having Williams behind him. But he don't want a Williams behind him. So let's just switch on board then to Hackos. We'll be starting the next lap now, and let's see what he can do. Currently, that's his third lap, I'm pretty sure, or fourth lap on these tyres. But like I said, these soft tyres will last and will have enough grip, so they will do the job if you need them to. Coming around village, gets it nice and tight. Now it gets the power down right on the track limits there on the exit of village. Gets it nice and tight. Stick on the left hand side. There's some bumps on the right hand side. If you did not know that, it will slow your car down. You'll lose your time. Purple, sector 1. Maybe you can challenge for pole. Itering Gomez up on top with a 125.7. Nice and wide. Nice and tight. Find a bit of ARS on this pit lane straight. Alvin behind him. What can these two cars do? Can they challenge that pole position or getting that top 5? Not much people have started their laps yet, so I don't know what the order could be towards the end. Let's see what Kako can do. He's looking pretty quick. Purple sector 2, the long purple sector 2. So that is the personal best out of all the sessions so far. Coming around the final 4 corners, should I say? Pretty sure. Nice and tight. Oh, use a curb a tiny bit. Do not use that inside curb. Looks like he did a tiny bit, too much maybe. Maybe that will lose him some time. He's crossed the line. 126.8. Alvin, 127.3. Will be the next one to lap. Time's invalidated. Eddie starting his lap. Hugo's up there. Let's go on board with Hugo entering the last sector now. Purple sector 2. What can he show Gilmes? He hasn't raced Gilmes before, I'm pretty sure. So this is his first time meeting him. If he can beat Gilmes for the win, this might be a one interesting race here for the top 2. And but Hugo's took too much curve, and his car's looks like losing traction there. And he's backed out that lap, I think. He could have done better. It looks like he kind of used too much curve at the end of the sector there. Final few corners. Around. Got Griffin now, who's about to finish his lap. Let's see what he can do. What can he get that time on board? What can he show us? What can he do up to P3? A decent lap from him. He's on board with AJ now, who's currently the championship leader, leading ahead of Jones, and then it's Hacko. So right now he needs a good race to keep that championship lead. Bit of a slide coming out that corner. Crosses the line. 126.5, barely beating his teammate. I just noticed Zoback and Griffin has the same exact time. On board with Hilly here now. Cross the line. What he can do up to P2, beating AJ by 2 times, but it's not enough to beat Gilmes. Currently sitting in P1, enjoying that free air. Gilmes is on a lap, but right now let's go on board with Ross and Sky, who's currently on front of him. He's about to finish their lap, so let's see what he can do. That flop. Oh, that's okay. That is Gilmes behind him. Now, Ross and Sky, big slide coming out of that corner, and he's still happy with his lap apparently. It'll be a big good one. Is Gilmes improving? I do not know, but he's up to the final sector now. What can he do? Comes round, Ross and Sky, he's up to P10. Got some improvement to find, and Gilmes has improved his lap time, almost in 125.6s. So anyone can challenge him, please do. Because this guy is going to be having pole and a win. Larway now coming across the line. The P7 showing me EU1 knows what he's made of. Lost an ammo now. Coming across the line, what can he do? Up to P4, what a lap! Out of nowhere, he's got up there and find that lap time. Lanky's improving. Let's go on board with the lanky one, I'm pretty sure. He's currently on a lap. Let's roll this guy's carrying on. No, I think that's Cornish Cook. Cornish improving. Let's go on board with the lanky one, who's currently on a lap. I think he's currently still improving. He's still happy. He's staying out. Around the final chicane now. Keep it nice and tight. Here. Let's see what he can do. He improves, but he don't jump out any position. I think he jumps up above Ty Clear, but Ty Clear might be improving on his lap. Because this guy has invalidated right there. Ty Clear coming around the final chicane now. Keep it nice and tight. Oh, looks like it's going a bit wide on the entry of that chicane, and he don't improve. Jones comes in. He's not. Oh, he did improve. He's up to P2, beating Hilly now. So he's getting closer and closer to Gilman's time, but Gilman is always finding time on his lap. AJ's into the pits now. He's not happy with his lap time. Cornish is improving on his lap time now. Let's see what he can do in this final sector now. He's improving by 2 tenths. He could jump up to P8 or P5. P5's that time in the final sector. Fisher Sacco behind him is about to start his lap. So we've got to hope so. Cornish moves that away for him. Cornish coming around the final chicane now. Final 2 corners. The final corner now. Keep it nice and tight. Don't use that inside curve. Up to P9. Barely beating Hacko. This guy's improving, but who's his big car? Pretty sure that is Frankie one. Guy, Cornish's teammates. So they, Gas and Martin, game of points today if he get my top 10 and keep it in my top 10. But it could still reign in the race, but I don't think so because of the times these lads are doing today. Up to P11 he goes. Malvin is improving. Purple sector 2, along purple sector 2. That means improvement there. Looks like that's Omar about to start his lap now. Yes, it is. Marvin is still continuing with his lap. Let's see where he can jump up to. 127s. Pretty sure it will jump up. Oh, he's gone wide. He's gone wide. Oh, he had to back out. Let's see what it invalidated his lap. That is unlucky from the Ferrari today. Been having some unlucky races past few weeks now. But this one could be today. But she go sliding out of that final corner, the final bit there on Maggots and Beckett's. Looks like some people are kind of struggling for track today. Maybe we need to lower the diff. No, maybe make their wings a bit tighter. Still do that with Part 5. Maybe you can change that front wing, that diff. Someone's jumped up to somewhere. I do not know who's crossed the line. I think that was Hacko. Hacko up to P8. Hugo up to P5. Looking so close. In P2. Down to P10, really. In 3 attempts, I'll be looking super close. Like, he's about to finish his lap. What you can do, he joined late. I don't think you can put another final time in with 3 minutes left. Oh, sliding again. Loads of people struggling with that corner. Comes across the line up to P12. A decent lap with that big slide coming out that chicane. Not the best he needs right now, but it is a decent lap to be within the top 12. But I don't think he has enough time to get back to the pits and put another set on and start another lap. Oh, and got some traffic in front of him. Passing the Mercedes now of Matty Robbo, who hasn't done a lap yet. He always likes to leave his lap time towards the end of the session, shall I say, or felt now. He got poled last week. He got a win last week. And let's see if he can do it again against Gomez. Does he have that pace back? Lights flashing. Looks like he's just out of battery, I think. Hugo is retiring. Oh, big slide again. Loads of people struggling in that corner today. Maybe we'll see that in the race up to P16. Off that goes. Not a good lap from him. But it looks like everybody's finally starting their lap times. People are coming out, starting their lap times. What can people do on their final lap? We got Costa Namo here, but is anyone starting their lap? Is anybody on a lap? Let's go on board with Namo. I think he's going to be the first one to finish their lap. He's not improving in that first sector, but this is a big sector. You need to find some time in. Baggett and Beckett, so you could find the tiny bit of time or a lot of time or lose time. You've got to nail this perfectly. Left, then right, tight here. You might need to step on the brake pedal a bit to get that turning. Always improving by a tiny bit. It could jump up to P4 if Hilly don't improve. Let's see what he can do in his final sector now. I'm pretty sure he didn't make a mistake over here. I'm right, so you can find some time and challenge that P2. Gomez is still going out to do another lap. Like, he's trying to find more time, but I'm pretty sure he's gotten pole. He don't improve, he cannot find that time. For the Rubbo. Or is Orfeld? Yeah, Orfeld's back in. Starting P16 or lower. Let's see what this Mercedes can do. Again, that top 10. Oh no, looks like he had a mistake during the lap, and he's looking at his lap time. Yeah, it looks like he will be the last one on, unless that was a warm-up lap. We got Rosa. Who do I go on board with? AJ, let's go on board with AJ quickly. Too many drivers come across the line. Let's see what AJ can do. Who's on board next? I don't know who. That Gomez. AJ starting his lap. No, that's not. Are starting his lap? Griffin? Nope. Williams? Jones? Nope. I'm trying to find who to go with. Okay, Ty Clear. Ty Clear's not improving, but what can he do? Any jump up? Any more positions? Yes, he can. Jumps up above Orfeld. The Ferrari of Costanamo is going into the pits. Now we've got Gomez into the pits. He's not happy with his lap, but I'm pretty sure he's got some pole anyway. Jones about to finish his lap. Then it will be no, not. It'll be Rosa Sky. Good to know. What he chose? Can he challenge for pole? Will he get near? P2 so far. Rosa Sky. Ellie. The pits is not happy. Rosa Sky up to P9. Matty Robbo is coming pits now. Who is next? I'm pretty sure it's Cornish, who is improving by 3/10 in that second sector. What can he do? And it'll be the lanky one right after then Malvin. Those are people about to finish their lap times. So Williams will do his slipstream strategy today. The P60 goes. Good lap from him. Lanky not improving. Malvin stays the same. Looks like we've got the AJ doesn't improve by 2 milliseconds. Not enough. Offendo back up to P7. Griffin across the line. Don't improve. Akko coming round is improving by a lot. Can he get into that top 5? Looking super close. What can he do? Up to P3. It's Jones P2. Williams. No, Akko P3. Looks like the strongest team so far today is that Williams. Looking at that 2 and 3. Gomez, unbeatable from that pole time. 4/10 clear of Jones, closest person to him. Let's see what these boys can do in the race. Can it rain? Will they dry? Don't know. Also, race pace could be something else. Or, let's say, qualifying positions. They in silver zone. On quality, people were struggling trying to find that traction out of a few corners, but let's see what they can do in the race. strategies today, you would see soft to mediums or mediums to softs. Those cars would last. It's one of those games. Here's your order today. Gomez beating Cole by 4 times, almost 5 times there. Ben Jones and Hako and AJ Hilly, Costanamo, Cornish, Back, Hugo, Griffin, Rosa Sky, Malvin, Flaway, Omar, Matty Robbo, the lanky one, Tycley, and Orfelt. That is your top 18 today. But we will see if it will rain in the race. Of these, some might have one-shot pace, some might have race pace. I'm pretty sure Hako's more that type of guy to have that race pace than that quali pace, as he did. Actually, it's dry. We actually see blue sky in Great Britain. I do not believe this. I do not believe it. Like, it will stay dry, but we don't know towards the end of the race. It could get super cloudy, start raining. But as we see right now, dry. Drivers will do it on the start. The start might be a bit chaos. You know, white, it's a flat out turn one, but you go a bit too far, you might have some contact with another driver, get pushed off. Gotta hope you keep it nice and clean. It's that one of those corners which looks super easy, but when you go multiple cars in one corner, it is chaos. Let's see what we can do against the man Rapido Gomez. As we will, the drivers do their strategies today. Let's see how they will think, how much fuel they need to put in, see how far they will last. They could have a safety car as well, but it's quite an open track. If you get pushed off or you do spin, at least there is some runoff area to the sides. The only corner you could really go into the wall is the last corner, quite the tight one. You got the pit wall to your right, and then you got about some walls to your left as well. So you need to be careful of that corner, especially when you that corner's kind of difficult as well. So it's kind of difficult. So you need to watch out. But the pit lane is super long. Quite slow as well. You kind of go slower than compared to other tracks. Because you go 4 to 9 in other tracks, but this one 36 miles per hour. But this one's quite long as well. I'm pretty sure you take about 35 seconds in the pit lane. Almost. That's about 25% of your 25% of your lap. And then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights, and away we go in EU1 Silverstone. DRS is enabled already. We're starting on lap 2. We're starting on lap 2. On lap 2. That's a new one. On lap 2. Oh, chaos behind us off a direct round. Oh my, chaos around the track. Gilman's having a bad start, so I was focused on restarting on lap 2 already. But looks like no drivers had DRS already. I am very confused. DRS hasn't been enabled for the drivers, but I'm seeing it. Now it's lap 1. Thank God we're getting the new game soon. As you can see, the eyes these people have. Jones P1 starting, having a good start on Gomez. Gomez up to P3, but Hoffendober losing that, losing 10 positions. Matty losing 10, 2. And the most positions gained is probably Malvin or Lanky one, and Orfelt 20 fighting with Griffin pushing him a bit wider and gets that move done up to P14. Alright, so he can up to the points now. Let's see what he can do. But talking about that old pit lane, you can easily get the undercut. So that big pit lane, you know, you could gain so much time. But AJ is on Hako. Bit of a weird send. I don't know why you would send it there. Normally you would send it on the last lap. Would make kind of sense. Going too wide. Keep it quite clean. See right behind, watching that battle. Looks like AJ's kind of ghosted a bit there. Often back, overtaking Matty now. But they get back, come back. And so the timings have gone wrong for some reason. I don't know why. All felt 1 minute and 31 seconds behind. I do not know what's happening with this lobby, so we will ignore that and hope it will fix it by itself. To the next lap. Jones keeping that lead from Gilmes with a rapid lap time there he had in quali. So he's doing a decent job so far. Hilly right behind AJ, looking to make that move on AJ to get that P4, maybe his first podium in the season today. Cornish a bit behind, but he's got a DRS train from P1 down to P13. I don't know if it's about Orfeld, but I think he is, yep. Oh, because the sun's bright for some reason. Gilmes overtakes, Jones the lead with that DRS, shows that DRS is strong. So you need to have that DRS that overtakes, make your job way much easier. With Gilmes having clean air now, and he pull away from the drivers behind, but I don't think so because the DRS detection zone coming up right here, up to turn 3 now. Village is quite a difficult corner, quite a difficult chicane. Some drivers will struggle. Stay with that corner. Jones is now on the attack of Gilmes. Orfeld to P13, overtaking Anki1. His next target is Blarway. But he's slowly reading in the drivers. Into the points today after stopping the back of qualifying. Oh, that was Matthew Robert actually. And they still keep. But Jones will have that DRS again on that hash. Orfeld goes through and move on, cops through Valawe, pushes him wide. Looks like he's keeping that position. Bit of contact between Maggett and Beckett, although it lost DRS to Omar. But look, I think they still got it because that DRS detection zone is quite early. You have it, you enter Maggett and Beckett. But on the next DRS zone, I don't think they will have it. Going too wide onto the final corner now. He's still going too wide. But Griffin wants a sneak peek on the lanky one, slowing down the pack there. Going too wide. Bit of a bump. And looks like Orfeld will get that position. And lanky one's looking to join him. Looking down the inside onto turn 1. But he don't make that move. He's making the smart move there. Looking again. Up to turn 3. He don't go for it. But he's got that grip. He can kind of send it. But he don't go for it. But Griffin, who has that grip as well, gets that move. But he can take it. Can he get that position? Can he get that grip on the exit? No, he can't. But Lanky's left with that wide line. And looks like he will keep that position. As you can see in the background, you can see Novak fighting. So we can see in front now. Let's go back to the front. Oh! That is Jones round. He's been bumped by AJ, I'm pretty sure. It looks like AJ's up to P2. But he's caused Jones to go round. But it looks like he's kind of caught it up to P11 now. Novak. I think, no, that's Lanky one round as well. But Hilly in P3. I'm pretty sure that's the highest I've seen him in this season. But looks like again. Robert up to P14. Getting to the points today, but there is a gap to get them to keep them like I mean now he's about catch up. In the background there, Gilmes still keeps that lead AJ behind. What can he do though? Dropping back a bit. DRS again, DRS strong, getting closer and closer, but it's Jones 1.4 behind the people all felt leading the pack 12 down to 16. And looks like Frankie1 is fighting with his old teammate in EU1, I clear for P17. We were sticking on board with this pack here, getting intense. We can see Jones already going round from contact from AJ, if I believe so. I don't want to guess anything. I don't want to, do me anything. We'll leave that to the stewards and see what will happen. But AJ looking to go for the move, maybe. Is he close enough? Gets to the inside of his room and he don't go for it. He backs out. He could have burned a bit, but looks like he just wants to stay behind and use him because he's on those medium ties and he will sit behind and let those medium runners do the job whilst he's on the softs, killing behind, keeping it nice and calm. But now on lap 6, not lap 7, because for some reason it put us on lap 2 at the start of the stream. Back down to lap 1. I'm not sure what happened there, but we are on lap 6. Jones 1.2 behind AJ without DRS again, but not looking to attack, just sitting behind, keeping it nice and chill. In the background, we saw Omar going on that move on Rosa's Sky and gets that move done. Gets it nice and calm, but these two battling might help Jones. Maybe 1.2. Can he burn a bit of ERS on this top straight? 1.1. It needs this right now. Can he get back in? Whilst AJ will have. This is what AJ needs right now for the championship fight. It needs Jones out of a point to get a big gain on him. Jones trying to sneak back in very, very slowly. This is the closest he's been all race so far with that DRS after that spin. He cannot cornish, almost dropping out DRS off from Akko. But Akko right behind Hilly is going for the move up to P3. AJ up to P1. Hardy goes for the move, but Aaron Gomez goes for the move for P1 again and gets that switchback easily. Nice and done. Akko up to P3 now, and Jones still not enough in. But the pack started coming back up together after 4 people were fighting for one position, and one of them gained it and up into that podium spot, which was Hako overtaking Hilly without DRS, whilst both of them had DRS. AJ failing an attack on Gomez, whilst Gomez getting the switchback with that medium tyres. Looks like they've already got traction, more traction than the soft tyres. But right now, that's Cornish round. Cornish has gone around at Village and brings Jones back into the points now. And look, thank God to him, there's a bit of a gap to the people behind, so he can try to catch up to Jones and won't be in that train. Indo back up to P14, overtaking Matty there, not having the best of race. Same as Griffin, who is them two are some quick drivers. Same as Orfeld, quite quick after him winning last week in Mexico. Gomez down on the straight again. What can AJ do? Will he attack again? Will he learn from his mistake? Nope, he don't go for the move. He gets a nice and behind. Hugo right behind Guantanamo. Alvin behind him. It looks like Flyer is overtaking Hugo. And Orvelt with that switchback on Flyway, getting that possession. Nicely done there. Oh, but he's gone that round. That's it, it's Hilly. Hilly's gone round. Looks like he went round by the chicane. Looks like that chicane is deadly. He's still dropping. I'm not sure if he's got wing damage, but he's dropped down far. Super far. He just had wing damage. That's his end plate missing. He's gone too wide. That wing damage might be bad. No, his whole left-hand side's gone. Looks like she go up to P4. Can he get a podium today? But he's dropped from that gap now because Hilly was in between Hako and Hugo for that P4. But now now Hilly has spun. That leaves a gap to the top 3. So the top 3 have an easier race so far. They will have an easier race towards the end because they have no people behind him. Just 3 people. Goes up to P9 after gaining 2 positions after 2 people spinning. Goes now in the DRS of versus Sky, so slowly climbing up the order. Nearly down into last. I'm guessing he'll be pitting this lap to get rid of that wing damage. Gomez getting overtaken by AJ there. As you can see, Echo almost could have joined him, but it's not enough. Jordan still staying the same. Jones getting closer and closer to Rosa Sky. But Griffin overtakes Hoffman go back for P13. Not to points yet. Needs to slowly climb. Cornish is a final points finisher, so they need to overtake him if they want but 1 single point or an extra point if they got the fastest lap. Okay, with that lead now, Ty clears him to the pit. Same as Hilly. 2 drivers have pitted so far. Mediums would last to the end. They will do a decent job to keep it nice and clean. AJ staying in that P1 position. Malvin overtaking his teammate. P5. Jones finally overtaking Rosa Sky there, but it's got 1.8 second gap. So Omar, the next person he needs to get. But these people could fight. Gives him a good, run to try get around that DRS. AJ got clean there, but Gilmez right behind him. Coming up to Magnus and Beckett's now. And you can see there, Hilly and like they are still in the pits. That's wrong with Enid. How slow it is. So you can see how much time you would lose in the pits compared to people who have stayed out. Like, look at that gap to Lanky one. Looks like Gomez will take that lead. Malvin's trying it. And Malvin's the tight Hugo and gets that position. The P4 is doing a decent race so far. He's having a decent race so far right now. Look at his positions gained so far during the race. Oh, wrong button. Looks like Malvin has gained 8 positions so far, and the biggest loss is Hilly. But with the big pit lane, he might get the undercut. But I'm not going to show the tyres, so it might give away some idea to some people. But I'll show it later on after everyone has pitted. For that strategy, looks like Malvin's gone off a bit. That might be a track limits. AJ in none is charging up his ERS. Not attacking that yet. Hugo up to P4 on those medium tyres. Same as Malvin. And Omar is sitting behind, keeping that noise quite clean. Go back, overtaking Barway and Griffin. But looks like he'll be dropping now out of DRS of 4 maybe. Jones almost in DRS of Omar 1.5. It was 1.8. Climbing up back up to order. Go back, get in that DRS. Yes, he will. Back in that DRS now. Back to the lead now. No one's making the move about Malvin. Will Malvin make a move? Omar looking for the move on cost and ammo, but he don't go for it. Rosa Sky staying behind. Number Cornish. Or felt will he do anything? Nope. Blau is trying something, but he don't go for it. He keeps his nose clean. Oh, we've got people pitting already. Elite's on the hards. He's fixed that wing damage. And people are starting to pit. Jones, Rosa Sky, Cornish. But Aston Martins have double stack. Orfel, Open Doback, and the lanky one have pitted. Put off their softs now, coming onto the mediums now to get that undercut on some drivers. That undercut will do well if they can find that pace on the new fresh tyres, which are going to be cold at the start. But that might help them as they can get warmed up and passing the people who are on cold tyres. But can Tyker get the undercut on some people? Maybe on Lanky one. I don't think so. They could build a safety car during the race, but AJ and Hako still second. Gomez doing decently. Nicely behind, but looks like Gomez had that one shot quality pace. Bit of a race pace. Some people could sit in DRS and kind of challenge him a bit today in Silverstone. AJ going for the move. But Hako can react to AJ as he's behind, but Gomez is on those mediums. AJ's in, Hako's in. Looks like we're going to try to get in the cut. Looks like Omar staying out. Costanamo staying out, who's currently on the soft tyres. Ferrari, what's Ferrari going to do? On his medium stays out. Griffin. Matthew Roberts gone in now. What can Jones do? Let's go on board with Jones. He's gone for the undercut on these drivers. He was behind some drivers by a bit, but that undercut might work. Coming past the, I should say the pit lane now, the pit entry. Looks like onto the pit straight now. Corner, he might have undercut his teammate. Yeah, what's happened to Hako? Did Hako have a front wing change? I'm not sure what happened. He lost all that time. Looks like contact with Rosa Sky there. Looks like AJ's got a 5-second gap. Jones, that's going to help him towards the end of the race. He can sit back and relax now, because that's what AJ needs. Let's see what Jones would do. Jones medium tyres. Looks like Jones. Okay, so the tyres are warmed up within AJ's. He's very, very slowly right now. But it's not enough. He's got a big gap to catch up. Griffin sits now. Still not on top. He needs to try something, but I don't think so. Unless AJ has a spin within the pits, people will overtake him in the pits. But you can see that has kind of separated. But you need to get the maximum points for it. But AJ, but Jones is kind of dropping a bit. So that Delta not the best so far. Let's go on board with the tyres. So let's see who hasn't pitted as. Like the top 6 hasn't pitted yet, but Omar Costanamo on off tyres. Anyone else medium tyres lead as hard. Griffin overtaken Matthew Robber there for P14. Gets that move done on those fresher mediums compared to Matthew Robber, who pitted a lap ago. Gomez is in now. What can the people do? Can they charge on the attack right now? What can they do? Looks like Omar's in. Costanamo. Hugo staying out. Malvin Sack is staying out. Ferrari start want a double stack. Got a new race leader. It is Hugo. Hugo versus Malvin right now on the track. Between these two people. Looks like that is Ferrari. Is Ferrari staying out? But Gomez is now slowly coming out now. What can the Red Bull do? Can he get past? Yes, he will. What gap can he have? Can he drop him? Will he have DRS? He will not have DRS. Those medium warmed up tyres might do the bit a bit, but those soft tyres could do something. It'd be easier to warm up. It don't require that much temp compared to the mediums, but they do have that superior grip, and he's back into that DRS range, burning all his battery on that straight, and he will have DRS in the next DRS straight if he can keep that distance to AJ, but he has to pit because of that undercut. But looks like Costanamo fitted, same as Omar, have fitted, and between now in the 7th between the Williams. Maybe Jones can work with the soft runners and let them, so let's say, lead them or use them, try to catch up. AJ, this is what he needs maybe, but there's a 4-second gap now. These two might need to fight, but I don't think AJ needs that in his mind. I don't think AJ is thinking to fight because he could take the championship lead. Because we're on round 7, past halfway, at the halfway point, it kind of brings the kind of gives you the eyesight what could happen in the future. towards the last few races of cost. As you can see, Gilmez almost dropping AJ behind 7 tenths. AJ sticking with that DRS. Unlucky from Jones there. But Shugo, who has spitted, same as Malvin. But Shugo has come down P6 in front of Costanamo. Speed, Omar and Costanamo, but Malvin dropping behind Akko. Now we've got Shu's DRS train from P4 down to P10. And now it's just Flaway who hasn't pitted yet. And it's like Gomez and AJ back up. So overtakes Costanamo for the 8th at the back here. A massive scrabble. Oh, what am I seeing here? All felt, but we're not fighting for any points so far. Oh, as that often do, but with some wind damage. That right hand side end plate has gone. These drivers need to get past now, man. We don't want to get slowed down. That end plate is going to do some damage to his race. Yeah, looks like those hard tyres ain't working for Hilly. We're dropping behind Ty Clear. Goes to those hard tyres does not have the pace around this track. Flawley's now in. AJ's been dropped. This is the time for Jones to try to take action against this so far. He needs to try to do his best to catch up with AJ because AJ does not have that DRS anymore. He has been dropped. Time to put the pedal down. Come on, guys, get that pedal down. See what you guys can do in these 11 more laps. Sorry, in looks like got an extra laps. Almost. Oh, no, there's medium tyres dropping behind. Most drivers behind Griffin and Matty Robbie. I think he's gone in too late. As you can see, Omar tried to break DRS from Hugo, and Hugo's not going for a move. Echo with a bit of a gap between him and Hugo, but he's still in that DRS range. Jones slowly catching up to AJ, but Gomez pulling away from AJ, getting that gap. Matty fighting with Griffin there. Griffin up to P13. Looks like Olfeld is stuck behind Hoffendo back still. Can he go through move with cops? Can he go around the outside? Bit of a squeeze, bit of contact, but don't go for the move. Cornish almost going on the back of Olfeld there. Come up to cops. And bit of almost a collision. That could have been a safety car if that would have gone even more worse. No, Shugo up to P4. Now overtaking Omar right behind Jones, but it's not enough. Jones losing out time again to AJ as AJ's losing time to Gilmez. And then back here, Cornish is overtaking Orfeld Dobak, same as Orfeld. Finally getting past the person who's been having wind damage this stint, I'm pretty sure. This is a close race so far for some drivers, but some drivers not. But let's see how well some drivers will do on this final stint now. Let's go on board with Jones. Might be attacked by Sugar, but it's not. It's not close enough. It's sticking his nose towards his side. AJ comfortably sitting with that clean air. No traffic behind him. And I'm over first person to get a 3 seconds. Was this guy within that 3 seconds? He's gone round. That's why we pitted. So Orfeld would be the party, well, the person who would be picking up that final point there. And Hugo will get that P3 possession. Looks like Cornish taking that final position. The top 10 finishes. Tyke with about 3 seconds now. Gilman's taking that gap a bit more. Hugo, maybe with his fresh soft tyres, might take some of AJ. Malvin fighting with Hako here. Bit of contact there. Ooh, not looking too good. Not looking the best, not looking clean. Melvin has got past Hako. And Hako's in that fry sandwich. Was the Sky's not close enough to get that extra position done. Hugo, okay, I was like, why did you gain this second on AJ? The soft guys are showing you against the medium runners. You can see it's kind of worked for this Haas, should I say, Gomez. It's currently 4.3 seconds in front of AJ, which AJ got an undercut on him. And those soft ties has worked pretty well for him. Jones, staying behind Hugo, using him. I should AJ right now. Go, 7, and it's cost ammo. It looks like Orphel's currently fighting. Cornish got go back. Cornish takes that position again. And that's corner again. So you want to take so on the last lap, basically. Yeah. What's an ammo? Almost losing out that DRS. Same as Jones Hugo. Hugo showing why he's in EU1. He's got that pace to drop some guys, keep that lead nice and clean, and he's almost dropped Jones, and he's actually catching up to the championship leader so far. Marvin staying close to Omar, and Omar kicking close on Jones. These two are desperate for more points. They are really desperate. Getting closer, closer. Omar is currently on the back here. We can see it from Malvin's point of view. He's not close enough though. Coming through Maggots and Beckett now. Keeping it that tight line. Left, then right. Can he get a good exit? Can somebody goes? Oh, Malvin's got a bit wide, but keeps it nice and calm on the track. Oh! Costanamo! What happened? I am I don't know what happened. I do not know what happened. They just went straight on. And going about 3 seconds. Good race until then. He just went straight into the barrier. Let's see if we can get the replay of that. But that was... I'm not sure what happened to him. He just went straight to the barrier. He just went straight into the barrier. I don't know. There was no collision with anyone. But, Omar up to P4 now. Overtaking Jones, but Malvin's looking right behind him as well. Let me just do that again. It's just like, it looks like he just lost the turning. A bit weird. Iron Man is hitting, retiring into the pits now. Gets more laps to go. He's not happy. After getting wing damage at the start of the race in that first stint. But right now, still catching up. I don't think enough for the end of the race. 3 seconds. We have caught up a whole second, but still need to find more seconds to AJ. But then you really need to DRS swap if you want to try something. Looks like Echo will maybe try it on Malvin for P6. Nope. Costanamo fighting with was the Sky, but I'm surprised he hasn't got wing damage after that incident. Looks like they're still fighting for P10. Cornish, Slowback, Orpha, and Flowey and Griffin fighting for that one singular point. But yeah, Jones having a perfect race today. Williams not having a perfect race. This could have been a good weekend for the Red Bulls or the Ferraris if they didn't have mistakes in today's race. We had Costanamo. Looks like he lost that time. lost that time to some drivers, but he's currently fighting for that one singular point. Omar overtaking Hugo for that podium spot, that final podium spot. Jones, he needs to find some more time. He wants to see that DRS match Robert with about 3 seconds. Everyone's now finally picking up their 3 seconds now. Also, off else now on the back of Huffendo back for P10, but still can't find any more time to AJ. AJ, classic clean, cleaner, happy with that P2. Jones, 8 attempts back. He's been like this for the past couple of laps now. Been Hugo and Omar switching their positions, but looks like Jones burn a bit of a battery. Back straight to try to bam. But you can see with that DRS there, Ferrari in corner fighting back there, and Griffin going 2 wide, 3 wide, up to his quick left-hander. Or a bit of a contact, going a bit wide, fly away in that mix-up. He wants to keep his nose clean, but he wants to get past at the same time, and gets out the switchback done on Griffin. Griffin, losing that position, was attacking on Cornish, but it looks like he got calmer by failing that job, and the Ferrari getting that switchback done on him. Go up to P3 now. Looks like we're gaining some time, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Enough. See AJ right there in the distance. AJ. Oh, what's happening at the back here? Ferrari going a bit wide there, losing traction. Losing that position to Griffin, now out of that DRS from that pack, from that final point pack, looking to get that one singular point. But looks like Hugo keeps that position in P3, P4, right behind him, which is Omar staying behind. But I think the mediums would do better. But talking about the mediums, he almost loses the car coming out that corner. AJ higher, go on again for like the 20th time this race. We've been doing DRS swapping, hoping to get that P2 spot as Gilmes has flown away and probably secured that win in Silverstone. You can see Omar taking that wide line, trying to give that room, not to show that I'm not attacking. Want a DRS swap, might have a shot at catching AJ that P2 position, but looks like they caught up 2 attempts or so. They need to be right next to each other. They need to use each other's tunes to slingshot themselves past. But it looks like they didn't gain any time on that straight. Coming up on these couple, 3 last laps now. 3 more laps to go. Yeah, well, should I say safety car cannot be called now. No more safety car, if there was ever going to be one. As you see, we might see another DRS swap again. Hugo might be close enough. You can see Melvin right behind Jones here, but it's not close enough. Hugo hangs back behind. Look at this helicopter cam. Not finding any time to catch AJ. AJ is in that zone. Keep focused, keep it nice and clean. Far away. But catching up to that pack now, overtaking Griffin again, deeming himself after that curb spin. Now we got Hugo on the attack again, using that slipstream to slingshot him past. Omar trying to gain that maximum time on AJ. Now the gap is 2.4, only getting 2 tenths on that straight. Omar going a bit wide. Pasanama overtaking Ross Sky. I don't think he's fine. He's going to be losing 1 position, which is down to Ross Sky. He'll be finishing in P9, but 2 more laps to go. This lap and the final lap. 2.5 behind AJ Jones being attacked by Malvin now. Malvin's looking for that gap, but he can't find it. And he cannot, but Hako looking to attack Malvin. Trying to get a good result. Trying to get a decent result. Going too wide. Oh, bit of contact there from Hako and Malvin. Looks like Hako went a bit too wide, maybe. Keeping it nice and wide. Keeping it nice and tight. But going too wide into the cops. Coming down to this cops corner. Looks like Malvin is going to back out. But at this point, Malvin, I would say, recharge that battery and try again on that final lap. That final lap matters. Not this lap. Because the next lap would be where you would be finished when you cross that line. You can see Shugo 2.2 behind AJ, but I don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough. They had their chance and they couldn't. So Omar's backing out now and saying, I can't do anything now. I'm just going to sit behind and take that final podium spot on the final lap. But Jones, Hako and Malvin could still take that podium spot, or Shugo. It depends how these drivers play it. Whether they keep it dirty or we could play it dirty, or we could keep it clean. Let's see on this final lap now, but Gilmes leading the last lap now. Or keeping it nice and tight, keeping it nice and clean so far. Bit of contact. Hugo checking the first overtaking zone. Jones, he's got to, what should I say, defend Jones behind him and not attack Hugo, because this is the spot where you don't want to attack. Maybe Jones is trying to force an attack on Omar to go attack on Shugo so he can be in that prime position maybe. But it looks like everybody is recharging their ERS now. Coming up to the final straight now. Up to Maggots and Beckett's. Gilmes looking, coming out to their final sector now. But let's go back on board this pack now for the final, should I say, podium here. Podium position. Coming up now. Omar in that prime position. It looks like the Williams has got a good exit. We can help each other by using each other's slipstream. It looks like Omar will not. It's not close enough for Jones to go for the move. No, he sits behind. But it's one more corner. So you can see Gilmes back again and takes that win in P2. And it looks like Jones will try to overtake Omar for that P4 and goes around the outside. But Hako will back out, but he gets punched off and Malvin goes round, but he will survive and keeps that P7 contact. That final corner, not the best. Looks like the back here. Looks like Orwell's going to wide corner shot coming to the final chicane. Bit of bumping. I don't think that's allowed. Can Orwell get that switch back? It goes around the outside, but it gets punched off. But also Cornish goes round, and Orwell, no, off and Doback gets that position. Through goes Hamilton. Sorry for that terrible camera angle. I'm not sure what happened there. But off and Doback, that wing damage, getting that final points position. What a close finish for some drivers. But some drivers having a disappointing result. It was a close one. It gave some people opportunity to get some points, some were not. That was Silverstone EU1. You got Gilmes winning after coming back, after racing in season 14, coming back and winning. After getting pole, you got Gilmes E1 winning that race. And AJ and Hugo making positions. Omar, Hugo taking that final podium position. Hugo, then Omar, then Jones, Hugo, Alvin, Sky, Costa Namo, Offendover, Falawe, Opel, Cornish, Griffin, Matthew Robert, Lanky One, Tiger, and then Hilly for the DNFs. That was a close one towards the end of that race. But I hope you have enjoyed that race, guys. I'll ask for it won it or not. I do not mind. You got Shugo who won P3. Oh, I think let's get Shugo in here now. AJ and we'll not. Looks like we'll only get one person in here. We're gonna get one driver in here now for the interviews. But Hugo, congrats on that P3. Started in EU2, but now being moved up and finally getting that podium position. How do you feel?
Feel well. First of all, what the hell is the poor about doing in Arlington, Texas? I have no idea why I'm here. I got kind of lucky because a lot of people had kind of crashed, and I basically was in the lead of the train. Couldn't really catch up to AJ because he was on different strategy, and before the second stint, when I was ahead, I was too far behind the train to catch, and then the fight with the Alpine was very tight, and in the end, the the corner before the DRS, he snapped, and I got the better acceleration. I got the head and a really nice feeling, really nice tire. The soft are so good compared to the mediums, and that's what make it done.
Yeah, that was quite a close race, but you kept on DRS swapping with Omar. Did you think you could have caught up to AJ? You know, because you guys were DRS swapping. You were gaining a bit of time, but it wasn't that much.
Yeah, exactly. Too far. He was too far ahead to catch up.
Yeah, it was a kind of close one, but how are you feeling towards the lap? Do you think Omar would have got you on the final laps or final corners?
Do we, sorry, can you repeat the question, the first words? I didn't
Uh,
understand.
what did you think about Omar being behind you on the last lap? What were you
Oh,
thinking?
okay. Yeah, it was pretty close. I was kind of afraid that the medium would catch up in terms of pace, but I still kept him behind in the acceleration. I was better. I think he got better straight line speed, but in the end, like I said, he fucked up his acceleration in the DRS and then couldn't have taken me. So it was nice.
Yeah, that was like kind of a close one towards the end, but it looks like you had more straight line speed on that that's it that last straight because you're pulling away a tiny bit coming down because he had DRS behind you. I'm just
Yeah,
guessing
but
you had a lot of battery.
yeah, I got like 80% at the end, so I was waiting for the moments, I guess.
Well, yeah, it looks like the Williams were far trying to find that P4 position, trying to overtake that Alpine, but it did not work. But that was a close finish, and congrats on that P3. Finally
Thanks.
getting the points now. Why deserve to be EU1, not EU2. But at least you're still
Yeah,
P2 in the championship in EU2.
still. Okay,
Yep,
okay.
you can even look at the results. Shows you how quick you are. But congrats on that P3. And tonight it is AM1 if you do want to watch at 2 a.m. UK time, 9 p.m.
No, I'm
I
gonna
think it's
sleep.
sleep. But to the viewers, they can watch it. I think it's 9 p.m. American. It's like I don't know where America 9 p.m. for their time. But that is all for us and goodbye.